All right. Tonight's subtle emotion for courage is eager. And eager, when I think of that feeling, it's different than simply wanting, like wanting to do something. Wanting's like almost like a hoping or a fantasy, like people want all the time and they don't do anything about it. Eager, on the other hand, is a much, I think, a feeling that has a lot more action to it. Like you're just ready to go, ready to take on anything that's there. You're eager for it. And when I contemplated this one, first memory that came to me was uh, this. Done a lot of different self development workshops, spiritual workshops, and I really enjoy them. I really enjoy the challenge of them because you never know what's going to come up in them. I don't. I mean, I don't just do anything, but I've done a decent amount. And it's always coming from a place of eagerness. Actually, now that I think about it, like I'm just like, I wonder what's there. Well, like let's go explore it. Let's find out. And I remember there's one workshop that I've done. It's like a leadership transformational workshop, and occasionally I go back and I volunteer. And this is a pretty challenging workshop. Like it brings up a lot of stuff, and it's designed to help people go after whatever they want in life, regardless of circumstances or feelings or beliefs. And there's inner child work in it. I don't know if you're familiar with inner child work, but inner child work is basically healing from shame. Everyone has shame from childhood, and allowing all these suppressed feelings to come up in a safe, you know, well, all feelings are safe, but in a way that feels safe because we're not used to feeling these certain feelings like grief, sadness. That's not the only thing, but that's part of it. And there's a particular process, so I'm not gonna explain the process just because I've signed a non-disclosure agreement, or I gave my word basically, so I wouldn't possibly ruin it for other people. And this particular process brings up a lot. It's inner child work, definitely bringing up suppressed feelings and some of the stories that come along with it, and it has to do with parents and families and things like that. And this is one that a lot of people struggle with, and because you're really just looking right at some stuff that is seemingly painful. That's the reason why, you know, it's avoided. And uh, personally, when I go and I volunteer, I make sure I'm there during that process to volunteer and be of service, but also to do the process. And because it's so challenging, and this time, so as a volunteer, outside the room with the other volunteers, we all know what the process is. It's not like the attendees, this is all new for them. They don't know what's coming. And that's kind of what makes it more difficult because the mind already knows what's coming, so it's like, oh shit, I don't want to do this again. And that's specifically why I do it, to challenge myself. And there was this time, I volunteered a few times. I enjoy it. Enjoy it for me, but more for other people. Helping them, watching them break through, watching them let go of things that they thought were part of them that was holding them back. And we're outside the room, me and the other volunteers. And we know this process is coming up. And someone, was like having a fear. They didn't want to go in the room. And I didn't really think anything of it. I was just kind of sitting there waiting. And I heard this person say to another volunteer, like, oh man, I'm scared to go in there. I don't know if I can do it. And I, without thinking, just turned to him and I smiled. And I could feel that eagerness. And I was like, that's exactly why I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do it. It's it's a hard process. I have a lot of fear coming up too. And then I didn't think anything of it, and I walked away. And very shortly after, I walked into the room and I did the process. And later, at the end of the workshop, we're as a group of volunteers just talking about what we got out of it, what did we break through, things like that. And this person turned to me and she said, oh, thank you. I wasn't going to go in that room until you said, you know, because of the fear is the reason why you were going in the room to do the process. And it gave me like a little jump of courage to go and do it. And I'm really grateful I did it because this person had let go of some stuff that was really deep inside them that they're holding on to. And I think that's the power of courage. It always, when you're in that courage energy, it just uplifts other people into courage. They suddenly want to feel like, okay, well, if this guy can do it, I can do it. And I've had instances where I've been in my own stuff of fear and doubt, worry, beliefs, judgment, all kinds of stuff. Like, there's no way I'm going to do this. No fucking way. But then I could just catch the energy of the other person, feel it, like, oh man, to feel their courage, their strength. They're going for it. Well, if they can go for it, I can go for it. Let's do it. you know? And that's definitely part of eagerness. It's like it doesn't matter that there's fear there or other feelings. I'm just going to go through and see what happens. I can handle it. Doesn't matter what comes up. It could be anything. But I'm eager to face it, to feel it, to experience it. And just as an aside to the story, like, it really surprised me because, when this person told me that I helped them, I was just being me, you know? I was just like, come on, let's go. I'm excited. I'm eager. Let's do it. And it wasn't necessarily like, it wasn't, I'm sitting there thinking, like, oh, how can I inspire this person or how can I help them? I was just being me. I was just genuinely eager to go in that room and face uh, the unknown. I didn't know what was going to come up during this process. I knew what the process was about, but every time I've done it, new stuff has come up, you know? So that's today's or tonight's subtle emotion, eager. And I'm going to continue to do these videos until they're exhausted, all the subtle emotions. There's quite a few. And like I can already feel like oh man, I don't want to do this every day. But then there's also that other part of me just to stay on topic, on alignment, that I am eager to do it. You know, each video I've done so far, it's really helped me. And that wasn't the point of this. The point of this was just to face my resistance to making videos so that I could, use it as a tool later. But really just to get over whatever was holding me back. So I think I've got at least 30 more. There's some stuff there. So I'm excited. I'm eager. I'll see you guys tomorrow.